and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Cunningham. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, it's Cunningham. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
At the 37-yard line. Ready,
2 yards to go, second down.
Trap 50.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Cunningham to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry for Rashad White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Saints defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
734. Express.
On play action. Now Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second down and 8.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's 3rd and 3. And now Carr changing the formation.
29. 29. Get set.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Olave motioning to the left.
93. 93. Express. Express.
Throwing his car on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So on fourth down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Opting to run again here with White. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's White. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Cunningham from the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Get it. Track all 80.
Now Cunningham.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Cunningham looking to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Cunningham. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You're mine. 93.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, later, 2.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Express. 6-18.
Throwing now is Carr. On the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
694. 29.
Now Carr. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now is 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
To throw, it's Carr.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Hey, 734. 734. 29. 29.
Carr now on first down. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
808. You're mine. That's it.
Now Carr. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here.
This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Now a give up the middle. This is White.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Cunningham.
And he is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA
Bally Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Second and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we can nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 39 yards. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here. Quick throw to Olave. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
93. Hey, Raider 2. Raider 1. Let's go, hurry up, on the ball. Express. What's up?
Carr going to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Raider 9. 1, Raider 1. Express. 694.
Here's Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Help! Hey, 734. 29. What's it on?
Carr now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, 734. 734. Yes, sir.
Here's Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready?
Now Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
What down? 93. 93. 808. You're mine.
Carr going to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Cunningham looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Forced out to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Carr going to look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Cunningham. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Rashad White,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
We're good. 6-18. 6 plus. Later 9.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
That is incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,